Hello students, welcome back. If I'm not mistaken, it's afternoon right now for you when you're watching this video. Yes, 1:20 p.m. is a lecture of mine today, I guess. So I gave a problem, two problems I gave in the previous lectures. One was a small problem which I will solve right now. One which I this is also was given for your homework. As of right now, only 5 or 6 students have submitted. Rest, I'm completely disappointed from you. I expected you all to at least submit, have the courtesy to submit the problem at solution, at least do an attempt at least. Plus, many less viewers are there on the particular video. So I have decided most likely from now on, most likely, most probably, my lectures will be apart from lectures which are at 1:20 p.m. Mostly, I can all the lectures are 1:20 p.m. I don't remember. Uh, I will take live, mostly I will take live, all right, because hardly anybody is watching the videos and nor anybody is giving any solutions to the problem homework which I have given. That is completely disappointing. Only few have submitted, and there is no improvement only in your summary also. Hardly anybody has submitted. The number is same as before, so that is completely disappointing. I was not expecting from you all, being a first year students, and not knowing how many of you are common student, how many of you are science students, and not respecting the, at least the homework which I have given, a simple one, which will, when you solve, you will understand any mistake that you make or not, because some those who have submitted made some mistakes. So in this solution which I'm showing you, you see whether you made a mistake or not in your solution, or whether you were completely right. You will come to know as I solve the particular problem. All right, so I hope the problem is with you, means the problem which I have sent is with you right now, because I will read. I have a copy of the problem over here next to me, so I can read directly from that. So if you don't have the problem with you right now, so keep a problem with you, write the problem down, and or pause this video and then you start, because but make sure you have problem with you at this side. Okay, so let's start with the problem. Very simple, very five transaction, nothing in there. Okay, you need to use just your common sense, I would say, to understand the transaction. Okay, first transaction, very simplest transaction. 5th September, business started with rupees 4 lakh. Okay, so here business is started with rupees 4 lakh. Okay, from point of view of company, okay, company, business is started, okay, company started with cash rupees 4 lakh. From point of view of company, the money is coming in, the cash is coming in. So cash is a real account, and cash as a real account rule is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So cash account is debited because cash is coming in. Now somebody has to be credited, right? When somebody is investing money into your business, that money is called as capital. The business person, the owner, is giving you the money, giving the company the money. Remember that company is separate and the owner is separate, two different entities. Even though, let's say, I own a business, I am separate entity and the company is separate entity. So if I give money to the company, even though it is my company, owes money to me. The company has to pay back my money because I have invested 10,000, let's say. Okay, similar thing happening. The owner has invested by starting business, invested into business by giving 4 lakhs. So cash is coming into the business. Okay, so that's why cash account is debited, because it's a real account. Debit what comes in. And when you invest some money into business, that is called as capital. Okay, it is a personal account. Okay, so debit the receiver, credit the giver. As the personal account, but the owner is giving you the money, he's the giver of the money, hence that account will be credited, which is called as capital account. So cash account debited rupees 4 lakh, and to capital account credited 4 lakh, being business started with cash. As simple as that. simplest transaction. This transaction is common in all journal entries. Okay. Second transaction, again opened a saving account with SBI rupees 80,000 on 5th September, on the same day. Very easy. Okay. Here, from the point of view of company, what you are doing, you are opening an account with SBI Bank. Correct? You're opening a bank account. From point of view of a company, the money is going out, right? It's your money. Correctly, you are opening a saving account, fine, but where the money is going, the money is going to bank, going out of bank. Okay, so cash is going out of bank. That's why cash account will be credited. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out, because cash is a real account. Okay, so cash is going out, hence cash account is credited. If you follow the tip which I gave you, that is, if one account is debited, once you identify, other account is automatically credited or debited. Okay, so here cash account is credited, means automatically SBI account will be debited. Just a tip for you, but still if you want to get explanation, simple. SBI account, SBI bank is receiving the money, right? You are depositing money into your bank, okay, into saving bank. So cash went out, cash account credited, that is understood. SBI is a personal account. It's an entity, representative of a person. It's an entity, okay, it's a business, so it's a personal account. Okay, SBI is receiving your money, right? You're opening the bank for them, the money is coming in, the cash is coming in for them, correct? So SBI is the personal account. Personal account rule is what? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debit the receiver. SBI is a personal account, is receiving your money, hence SBI account is debited rupees 80,000 to cash account rupees 10,000 credited, being saving account opened with SBI. Okay, next transaction, very simple. Cash paid to Mrs. Mahendra Traders. Okay, rupees 30,000. So you as a business paid cash to Mrs. Mahendra Traders. Simple. Now, from the point of view of a company, what is happening? Cash is going out, right? Cash is going out. Okay, you're paying somebody, right? You're paying somebody cash, so cash is going out. So cash account is a real account. Real account rule is what? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Hence, cash is credited because cash is going out. Now, Mrs. Mahindra Traders account is a personal account. Okay, somebody is a trader. Okay, it's an entity. Okay, so it's a personal account. Okay, he is receiving the money. He's the receiver of the money. Okay, he is the receiver of the cash. And personal account rule is what? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So as Mrs. Mahindra Trader is receiving the money, his account is debited only because he is a personal account. Okay, personal account rule is what? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So Mrs. Mahindra Traders account debited rupees 30,000 to cash account rupees 30,000, being cash paid to Mrs. Mahindra Traders. Very simple thing for you to understand. The next thing, okay, cash received cash from Mrs. Anthony Brothers rupees 10,000. Here it is ulta from your previous transaction you paid the cash to Mrs. Mahindra Traders, right? Here it is completely ulta, where you receive the cash from different company, correct? So here cash is coming in from the point of view of a company, right? Cash is coming in. All right, so cash account is a real account. Real account rule is what? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Sorry, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Sorry for the mispronunciation. Cash account is a real account. Rule is what? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Okay, so here cash is coming in. Okay, so cash account is debited to Mrs. Manthani Brothers account credited because Mrs. Anthony Brother is a personal account, just like Mahindra Trader personal account. Same way, Mrs. Anthony Brothers, it's a company, it's a personal entity, it's a personal account. Is giving you the money, right? It's a personal account. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Anthony Brother is giving you the money. Hence, he is the giver of the money. He is giving you the cash. He is the giver of the cash. Hence, his account is credited. So cash account debited to Mrs. Anthony Brother account, credited rupees 10,000. Okay, so this is how this transaction is entered. Understand how the transactions are flowing. Okay, cash is coming in, it's a real account. Debit what comes in. Mrs. Brothers is credited because he is a personal account, he is the giver of money. Personal account rule is what? Credit the giver. So his account is credited. Last transaction, very simple transaction, sale of goods on credit to Mrs. Sanekar, rupees 20,000. Okay. Before that, I just forgot to talk about the narration on the previous transaction, that is being cash received. You received cash. You may also expand this particular narration saying that being cash received from Mrs. Anthony Brothers, but not required. Just this much is enough. Okay. Now next is sale of goods on credit to Mrs. Taneka, rupees 20,000. Now here what you have done is that you sold goods to Mrs. Taneka for rupees 20,000. Now again I repeat that there is no account called goods account. Some of you made the mistake like this where you said goods account you have mentioned, or some things you have made wrong over here. Okay, there is no account called goods. Okay, understand that. If you make purchase, if you sell an asset like furniture, building, okay, land or whatever, that asset is to be recorded. That asset has an account. Goods account is not there. So here what happens, sale of goods on credit to Mrs. Taneka, rupees 20,000. Okay, so you selling goods. Fine. Two accounts are affected over here. One is sales account, one is Sanekar. Okay, now you have sold the goods on credit basis, correct? Now remember one thing, whenever you sell goods on credit basis, whenever sell things on a credit basis, 110 time percent you will have the name of the other party to whom you have sold the goods or purchase goods on credit basis. That name will be always be there on credit basis, huh? It may not be there on a cash basis because you are receiving the cash immediately, but if you are having credit purchase or credit sales, 100 times, 100% times the name will be there. Here the name is that you sold goods to Mrs. Sanekar on credit, on udhar, basically loan basis. Okay, so Mrs. Sanekar is a personal account, right? Just like Anthony Brothers account, Mahindra Traders account, same way Mrs. Tanekar is a personal account. It's a company, it's a personal account, it's a real entity. Okay, now personal account. You are selling goods to Mrs. Tanekar, right? Think logically, the normal common sense. Mrs. Tanekar is receiving the goods, right? He is the receiver of the good. He has purchased goods from you. He is the receiver of the goods. As he is the receiver of the good and he is a personal account, rule is what? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Mrs. Tanekar is receiving the goods, debit the receiver. So his account will be debited. Okay, that's why you see Mrs. Tanekar account debited rupees 20,000 because he is the receiver of the goods. Okay, he has purchased the goods from you, he is the receiver of the goods, and his account is debited because he is a personal account, and the rule states what? Debit the receiver, hence his account is debited. Okay, to sales account credited. Okay, so you are giving the goods, right? The goods is going out. Okay, you are the giver of the goods, so sales account is credited. Okay, so just like, and it is a nominal account. Okay, it is a nominal account. Just like purchase, it's a nominal account, sales is a nominal account. All right. And rule of sale nominal account is what? Debit all expenses, credit all profits and gains. Okay. Sale, when you sell something, right? When you sell something, money is coming in. It's a revenue for you, right? It's a type of profit, it's a type of gain, right? So it's a nominal account. Okay. And rule is what? Debit all expenses and credit all profits and gains. So when you sell something, it's a profit, right? It's a revenue, right? So that account has to be credited. That's why sales account is credited. All right. So Mrs. Chanekar account debited because he's the receiver of the good, rupees 20,000, and to sales account rupees credited rupees 20,000, being just sorry, being good sold on credit basis to Messrs. Chanekar. Okay, so just write a narration and that's it. And total that you do 5,40,000, 5,40,000. Okay. Again, the tip which I have told you, remember that one account, if you find out, other account is easy to write. Here, let's say first I found out cash account is debited, means other account, that is capital account, will be credited. No need to think about other what account is, whether is credited or debited. Same SBI account I have found is debited, automatically cash account is credited. So first thing, again I repeat, first understand the transaction, what the transaction is. Convert that transaction into your own language first. Okay, understand. Okay, I'll speak Kokani over here for a while, those who understand. पहिले अंडरस्टँड करा की ट्रान्झॅक्शन कितें आसा तें. ओके, कितें चल्लां ट्रान्झॅक्शनान. ओके, बाबा पयशे आयला, पयशे गेला, वॉट इज हॅपनिंग इन द ट्रान्झॅक्शन. कळ्ळें. सो पयलीं आपल्या भाशेन, आपल्या लँग्वेजीन तो ट्रान्झॅक्शन कन्वर्ट करा. इफ यू आर इंग्लीश पर्सन, स्पीकिंग पर्सन, कन्वर्ट द ट्रान्झॅक्शन इन टू युअर ओन इंग्लीश लँग्वेज. इफ यू स्पीक मराठी, आपल्या मराठी भाशेन ते कन्वर्ट करा. Okay, if you are a Hindi person, convert that transaction into your own language. Correct. So when you convert your transaction into own language, not just for transaction, for any concept that comes into your way, when you want to understand that concept, convert that concept into your own words first. Then you can apply it into different scenarios. कळ्ळें. पयलीं ट्रान्झॅक्शन आपल्याक अंडरस्टँड करून घेयात आनी चिंताच की बाबा कितें जालां ट्रान्झॅक्शनान. ओके, त्या ट्रान्झॅक्शनान पयशे आयला, पयशे गेला, कोणाक पयशे मेळ्ळा, खंयचो अकावंट कितें, अंडरस्टँड करा पयलीं. ताजे उपरांत तुमी डिसायड करा की बाबा फुडें कितें करपाचें. ओके, सो वन्स यू आयडेंटिफाय द ट्रान्झॅक्शन, नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज आयडेंटिफाय द अकाउंट्स दॅट आर अफेक्टेड. पयलीं तेज्या उपरांत आयडेंटिफाय करा खंयचे अकाउंट्स तुमकां अफेक्ट जाला भितर. Okay, cash account, capital account, you identify that first. Once you identify the accounts affected, identify what type of account they are, the three accounts. Okay, personal, real, nominal. म्हणजे पहिले तुम्ही तुमकां अकाउंट कळो खंयचो, तो कॅश अकाउंट कळो, कॅपिटल अकाउंट कळो. कॅपिटल अकाउंट कसलो अकाउंट, whether it is personal account, real account, nominal account, identify करपाचें. Once that is done, then you identify, find a rule of the same account. Okay, so once you find, let's say cash account tumka mela, cash account is a real account. Okay, you found that two things are found. Third thing is to find the rule. Cash account, real account, rule is what? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Okay, you got the rule. Now what is happening in a transaction? Cash is coming in, so debit what comes in. Okay, cash account will be debited. So that's how you solve the transaction. All right. Then over here, when you solve my homework, the only point of if you're giving your homework is not to evaluate who is good, who is bad. The point is where to make you understand it. You will make mistakes. You will make mistake, that you will not know what is debited, what is credited. Let me tell you, before I end this subject and this lecture, let me tell you something about myself. In 11th standard, for the first midterm examination, I scored only 3 marks in the journal entries. Only 3 marks. You know why? I thought all my transactions are correct, but in reality, what I had done was that I had given I have made all opposite transaction, means debit was credited, credit was debited. All ultra transaction I did, and only three transactions were correct. But if I'm not solving, but the point is that if you're not solving the problem by yourself, you wouldn't understand what mistake you will do in your real examination. That's the mistake I did, where I was not solving the problems that time at my home. That made me realize that this is a mistake that I'm doing. Same thing may happen for you, that if you ignore all these homeworks, if you don't attempt the homework which I'm giving you, you won't understand what mistake you are doing. Because I won't ask the same problem in the examination, right? Names will change, the transaction sentence will change to confuse you. That is the purpose actually. So after teaching you properly, I will try to confuse you at max possible, and I will try to find out how good you are to come out from that confusion and solve the problem easily. That's where your strength lies, that's where your education lies, that's where the teaching parameter lies, where I have to evaluate how good you are, how you tackle through these particular sentences. That won't be possible unless and until you solve the problems, you find the difficulties, and you show me the difficulties. Okay, and once you have the difficulties in your head, and when I solve this problem like this, those difficulty will get solved, and that will help you to solve the problem properly during the real examination. Otherwise you will be lost thinking what this account is all about. Okay, so you need to solve the problems, and you need to submit the problems to me. Otherwise it is your loss. Now there is no loss of mine. Okay, I'm not gonna come at your home, start beating you up, asking why you not solve the problem. There is no loss for me, the loss is for you. It's very important that you solve the problem for your own betterment. Okay, and let's say even if you're a commerce student, you need to submit the exam homework at least. Just 20 minutes it will take you to give the answer. Again I'm saying, send a solution to my Gmail ID, shankar.nadkarni@kakulacollege.ac.in. If email ID is not properly heard, I'll ask me to mention in the Google Classroom, I'll mention it again. Okay, to end this lecture, just to tell you one thing: solve the problem which I'm giving. Because if you don't understand these base problems, rest of the things will be difficult journey for you all. Because this is the base, this is the starting level which will get you ready for coming problems. Okay, coming leisure problems, because you need to get this base right. Here you make a mistake, next thing will be wrong. See, accounting, those who are commerce student will understand one thing is that these problems are in line. You make a mistake at one step, all the steps will be wrong. All these things are linked. Journal is linked with ledger is linked with trial balance. From all the trial balance, the balance sheet, profit and loss statements are made. It is all linked. You make a mistake in journal entry, or let's say voucher, wrong voucher will cause wrong journal will cause wrong ledger, from wrong ledger to wrong trial balance, from wrong trial balance to wrong balance sheet, profit and loss trading account. You can get a zero basically sometimes if you make a one mistake. So it's very important not to make any mistakes. For that reason I'm giving you all the problems to solve. Okay, and problems will keep on coming as I progress, so I request you to solve the problems. All right, so that's it for today's lecture. Okay, I'll see you in tomorrow's lecture. Two lectures are there. Mostly I will take one lecture live, other lecture will be pre-recorded. I'll tell you as how things proceed. Okay, I'll see you, basically I'll take a lecture in the I'll see you the next time. Okay, till then, take care. Bye bye.